Hot 100.9 Indies hip hop station is Shayna. You know what they say, but it's a what Shayna say. And I'm so excited to be here for a new episode of Inspire You. And thank you so much for tuning in. Today, I am so excited. I have the Christel House Indianapolis enrollment specialist, Christian Gomez. How you doing today?
Hey, doing good. How are you?
I am doing great. So excited that you are here today talking to me.
Thanks so much for having me.
No problem. So tell me about the Christel House Indianapolis Center here.
Yes. So I'm with Christel House Indianapolis. We're here to talk about one of our programs, which is Christel House DORS. Christel House DORS is a free adult high school. So basically, and we'll get into all the details here, which I'm excited about, we help adults get their Indiana Core 40 diploma for free.
Oh my goodness, that is amazing. So what is the process? If someone who's watching this, doesn't have the high school diploma, how do they go about contacting you, or what's the necessary steps they need to take?
Yes, so our enrollment process is pretty simple. So we enroll year-round through an online application, which you can find at chdors.org. We have 4 campuses that you can apply to in a simple online application. So just a few steps, you can submit your application and staff from whichever campus that you apply to will reach out and get you through the process and get you enrolled.
Okay, so you said this is a free program, right? So anybody, do they have to be a citizen? Who can come to this program?
Yes, so this is a completely free program. So there's no cost to enroll. There's no out-of-pocket costs throughout your duration of the program. So who do we serve? We serve adults 18 years or older. So basically our only requirement is that, students are at least 18 years of age and, any adult who doesn't have their high school diploma. So students do not need to be U.S. citizens. And we also accept students who maybe have gone through like a GED or an HSE program, because those programs are not the same as the DORS program, which helps students get to their Indiana Core 40 diploma, which they can pursue, higher education options and, just more opportunity with the Core 40 diploma versus, like a certificate of completion or a GED route or, whatever it may be.
Okay, so you spoke about more opportunities once individuals go through this program. So is this a program where, once they get through and get their high school diploma, how are you all helping individuals to that next step, to those career paths?
Yes, so our goal is not only, to help students complete their high school diploma. So that's going to be one of our goals. This program has many, which we'll get into. But this program is also going to help our students either pursue higher education or a career pathway. So we're going to work towards your diploma, through the duration of the program, but we're also going to be thinking about what am I going to be doing after, this program or after I get my diploma. So we don't want to, just help these students get their diploma and then, just shove them out the door and just, not thinking about what they're going to do after. So we're going to help students either pursue dual college credits with a partnership that we have through Ivy Tech.
Oh, amazing.
So students can be pursuing or, knocking out college credits while they're with our program. And these college credits are also going to apply to their high school diploma. So, they're knocking out, 2 birds with 1 stone. So that's one option. The other option is to pursue a career certification program.
Okay.
So you're either looking at, going into higher education or starting, jumping right into a career.
Oh, that is amazing. And I like that the program, it kind of walks the individual through step by step and really helps them, get that, go into their career path. Now, we found out a lot of times that people who don't have their high school diploma, something may have deteriorated them from that. Maybe it was having a child and things like that, or life got busy. So with those that are parents or still trying to work, how are you all able to help them so they can still go through this program as well?
Yes. So one thing about, our program is that, we understand that, something got our students here. We're working with adults who who are, trying to come back, complete their high school diploma. We work with students from, all types of backgrounds, all types of situations. A lot of our students are like working full time, or they have, families at home to provide for. So it can get a little tricky, but our program is, very flexible. So we, first of all, our classes are only Monday through Thursday, and they're only about 3 hours a day, with multiple options for class time. So we try to make things flexible, to work with our students who have, a lot going on outside of the classroom. We help our students with being flexible. We help students with transportation needs. So we have, partnership with Indigo, so we can provide free bus passes to students to get to campus. Or we provide our student bus drivers with gas cards to help with, the financial side of trying to, drive to school every day. Other things that we offer at a select campuses are free drop-in daycare. So we help with students who are, parents or who have, young children and they want to come to school. They can drop their kids off at our drop-in daycare and go to class.
Oh, that is truly amazing. So really just being that backbone and that stepping stone for those who may have hit a barrier coming up and wasn't able to get their high school diploma. Now, do you have any individuals in the program who have finished the program successfully, got their high school diploma, went on to college, and now is helping you all do the same thing you helped them with?
Yeah, so we actually have a couple people on staff who, were part of the program and then, came back to work with our program. And now they're working with people who, were in similar shoes as they were at one point. So it's kind of like a full circle moment for, some of our members of staff and to see our students, in the same place working towards success. And I want to loop back to, some of the barriers that some of our students face. We just listed a few of the barriers that, might hinder students from, completing their high school diploma or pursuing, something beyond that. We have resource specialists in this program. The purpose of our resource specialists is to help students with any barriers that might arise, during their time with us. So they really build like one-on-one relationships with our resource specialists. We get to know our students, and they build a relationship to where they can have, the openness to kind of reach out to our resource specialist if something does arise, with work, with their personal life that might be keeping them from coming to school. We'll work with each student individually to, help them overcome anything it is that is keeping them from completing their diploma.
That is amazing. So really just helping them every step of the way. Now, I want to piggyback and go back to, I know you talked about after individuals get their their high school diploma, you also have a dual credit program where you can help them through college. And now does the program stay with them if they decide to go the college route?
Yes. So this is something that we call College and Careers program here at DORS. This is the program that's going to follow them, after they graduate with us. So I mentioned like one of the important things here at DORS is that we not only care about students getting their high school diploma, but we care about what they're doing, after they leave us and get their diploma from Christel House DORS. So our College and Careers program follows students for up to 5 years after they graduate with us. So we help them in their transition into whatever it is that they're going to pursue, whether that be higher education or that be a career. We help them, with the career side, things like interviewing and, all of those things, or if they're pursuing, higher education with, applying for college, financial help, anything it is that we can help them in their transition, this program will do. Our college and careers coaches check in with students for up to 5 years after they leave us. So it's not
amazing.
So, we continuously check in with them and keep building off of those relationships that we had while they're in the program.
How amazing is that? And what about those individuals that want to be students, but maybe there's a language barrier? Do you all have a program that would be able to help individuals so they can still get their high school diploma as well?
Yeah, so I mentioned earlier that, students don't need to be U.S. citizens to join our program. Mm-hmm. So we really have, a very diverse pool of students from all over the world, students who are, learning English. And for a lot of our students, learning English is going to be the first lesson. So we have a very robust ELL program, English Language Learners Program.
Okay.
So students are coming in who still need to master English. They're going to enroll in this program until they master English to the point where they can start pursuing, their other academic courses. And this is, of course, free as well. But we have, a lot of students who are, this is going to, as I said, this is going to be their first language. This is going to be our first goal, helping them master English and getting their high school diploma, and then either pursuing, higher education or a career. So we have many goals for some students in this program.
Oh, I love that. And I noticed at the end of that, you said you all have many goals. So do you, help the students outline their goals and what they're trying to reach and things like that? What type of, I guess, calendar or agenda do you all come up with each student to, like, okay, this is what I want to do. I want to get my high school diploma, but after that, I want to get my CNA, or maybe I want to go back to college. Do you all outline those goals and, walk the students through it each step by step?
Yeah, so every student is going to be, unique from, the next student. So every student is going to have like an individual path that we're going to help them plan and follow and execute. So, our staff is going to work with each student to kind of explore their interests, what is it that they want to do. And even coming into the program, some students come in with 0 high school credits. Some students might come in with, just a few missing credits that they can knock out in a matter of no time. But we're going to really work with each student to help them plan this path that's unique to them, to their interests, and to their own success. So some students coming in, they know right away, I want to, pursue higher education. I want to go to college. A lot of our students who are pursuing higher education are sometimes, the first people in their family to get a high school diploma, but also go to college. So we really help with, the transition and outlining all those steps. So, first is your high school diploma. Then we have to look at, applying for college. Then we look at, financial aid and all these things that might be new to them because they haven't seen it before, within, their families. So we really help with that with students who, and we also understand that, higher education, going to college isn't on everyone's agenda. Everyone's going to have their own plans. And we understand that. That's why we offer the other side of, the program, which is pursuing career certification. I don't think we mentioned the list of certifications. Some of the certifications that we offer are, you mentioned CNA, but we also have pharmacy tech. We have a welding certification, medical billing and coding, vet assisting, medical interpreting. So, the list goes on. So we're really going to help students explore, what are their interests? What do they want to do? During their time at the program, we're also, we also do like college fairs and career fairs. So we really want them to explore their options and to know that they have options.
Oh, yes, that is amazing. And that's a lot of options as well on the certification side of things. Now, in Inspire You, this series was created to inspire individuals. So if it's someone, Christian, that's at home, that's watching this, and they're like, I really want to do it, but they're feeling stuck or they're feeling scared or nervous, what's some advice you would like to give them to go ahead and kickstart and, work with you all to get their high school diploma?
Yeah. So, here at, DORS, we say it's never too late. So just to give you an idea, we accept students, we enroll students who are, leaving high school. Maybe their senior year didn't work out, or maybe, for whatever reason they fell behind in high school and they're at risk of graduation, and they, look at our program as, a way to achieve their graduation on time. But we also have students who have maybe left the education system, sometimes for decades. Our oldest graduate was 74 years old.
Wow.
So it's really never too late. Sometimes it can be a scary thing, coming back. But we really help our students transition. We won't just like throw you right back into classes. We'll do some assessments. We'll kind of gauge kind of where you are as far as like jumping back into a high school curriculum, and we'll get you set. We offer year-round enrollment, so it's never just like you need to do this by now and you need to get started by this point. Whenever students feel ready, they can submit an application, and we will place students year-round, depending on when they're ready to come to us and when they're ready to actually jump into classes.
Yeah, and I was going to ask you, because you said, it's year-round, people can fill out an application. So at that point, once someone fills out an application, is it on that individual when they start? Like they can start immediately or take some time to think about it?
So a little of both. So of course, it's always going to be, whenever the student's ready. But we also follow a traditional school year calendar. So which means that we have, those breaks that traditional schools would. So we follow semesters. We have summer breaks, winter breaks. So now we're getting ready to wrap up our first semester. So for example, if students are to apply now, we will most likely be getting them ready to start in our second semester, which is when we return from winter break in January. So that's why I say it's a little of both. So whenever a student is ready, and then whatever works out best for like the academic calendar.
Oh my goodness, I truly just am at awe about this program, the Christel House DORS program, because it's just really pouring into our community and making sure, everyone can get a high school diploma. I mean, it really touched me when you said your oldest student was 70 years old, and I can probably understand how intimidated they may be, but they did it. And is there a success? I know it's a lot of success stories, but is there one that sticks out to you about a student in particular?
I think there's this one that I always comes to mind. It was from a few years ago, before I was part of Christel House. There was a janitor who worked at one of our campuses who didn't speak any English, but he came across a flyer that said "Get your high school diploma," and one of our staff that worked at the campus, saw this janitor holding this flyer, and she said, you can do this, right? And this janitor enrolled in the program. He learned English, got his diploma, and went off to get his associate's degree at Ivy Tech.
Wow.
And some people don't think they have access to these things, or things that because maybe there's like a language barrier that they can't do these things, but that's not the case here. Of course, it can always be a little intimidating at first, but that's why we do things like inspire you to just let people know that we're here and we'll help anyone overcome any barrier that they think that might be in place for them to get their diploma.
Oh, I love that story. And so if you're listening out there and, you, for whatever reason, you didn't finish high school and you've been thinking about it, going back and forth about it, this is a great program, the Christel House DORS. Please take advantage of this. Thank you so much, Christian, for coming on and talking to me. And just once again, like I said, if there's someone that's listening that really wants to take advantage of this program, can you tell them again where the campus is at and where they can go apply?
Yes, so we currently have 4 DORS campuses. We hope to be expanding very soon, but we have 4 campuses. We have our DORS Manual campus, which is on the near south side of Indianapolis at 2405 Madison Avenue. We have our DORS West campus, which is on the near west side of town, 55 North Tips Avenue. Our newest campus that we just recently opened this school year is our Northwest campus, which is in the Pike Township area. It's 2990 West 71st Street. And then we have a central campus, which is currently on Ivy Tech's campus. We're going to be moving campuses next semester, but we're going to stay central in the Ivy Tech area.
Oh, amazing. And then they can go online as well.
Yes. So if anyone's interested, they can submit their application online or learn more about the program at chdors.org. Like I said, it's a very simple application. We're not going to ask you for much, just your basic information, enough for us to be able to reach out, and bring you in and do the application, the enrollment process with you in person.
Thank you so much, Christian. I appreciate you for taking the time and speaking with me, but I also just want to let you know what you all are doing is truly amazing in our community, helping those get their high school diploma, and it's a free program. So thank you for all you do and how you're pouring back into our community. We always say it takes a village, and you are definitely a part of that village.
Of course. Thank you so much for giving me this platform to share everything that we offer.
Absolutely. I hope to talk to you soon. Thank you, Christian. And this was another episode of Inspire You. I'm your host, Shayna, and you know it ain't what they say, but it's what Shayna say. It's Hot 100.9.